hope you're editing this out.
Is Trent the middleman between you and your in-laws? Were your children unplanned?
If abstinence is contraception, then yes.
What's your sex life like? How well do you get on with your in-laws? And what's your favourite sex position?
If we're doing a TikTok dance, I'm all into that.
For today's video, we have a very special guest. I
Do
don't think he's officially been in a video besides a vlog, but that doesn't really count. And for today's video, we're going to be doing like a Q&A / reacting to people's assumptions. I asked over on TikTok for people to leave questions or assumptions in like an anonymous links, thinking that maybe people would ask more juicy questions. Trent is putting Smith to bed, so I'm going to do the rest of this intro. If you aren't already, you should definitely go subscribe. When I look at the statistics, about 50% of people who do watch my videos are not subscribed. If that is you, then you should subscribe. But this is probably going to be a disaster because of Smith, so let's just get started. And my mother-in-law's watching us. Question number 1. Which child is most similar to each of you personality-wise and why? 10 years later. I would say both of our kids are very equally the two of us in opposite ways.
Annie's more easygoing.
Yeah, Annie's more like a nice child, which I would say is more like me as a child. And
But not you as an adult.
But Smith is very much like Trent. Like he's very he gets very frustrated if he can't do things. He gets very frustrated if he can't do things. He's very stubborn. He's very like up and down, which is more probably like me. Yeah, they're honestly, I would say they're equally both of us in different ways. Like I wouldn't say one of them is more like one of us in the other way. So what is your favourite American food or Irish food? So maybe you answer what your favourite American food is and Irish food, and I'll answer what mine is.
My favourite American food is?
Yeah, and I'm assuming it's like savoury. Maybe like your American.
I don't really eat what is American food? Like
just
a burger?
Anything you get here. Anything in America.
Oh.
It can be Mexican food.
I love Mexican food.
Yeah, I would say American Mexican food is like hard to beat. I'm sure actual Mexican food is probably better, but American
and I like
Mexican.
sushi.
Yeah, sushi options in Northern Ireland are very limited. So what is your favourite Northern Irish food?
My favourite Northern Irish food?
Yeah.
Depends. Probably fish and chips.
I would say I love a Sunday roast, but I feel like you can replicate that in America. So if I'm thinking of strictly what I could only get in Ireland, I'd go with like a chippy too. I don't know if I'd go for fish and chips, maybe like a chippy and gravy, but this is a question specifically for you. What are some things that confuse you about Ireland, Northern Ireland, or Irish and Northern Irish people?
They drive on the wrong side of the road.
No.
They confuse me. Their accents confuse me.
Yeah, or probably, you'll soon learn that I answer everything for Trent, but probably like our lingo, because I didn't really use a ton of Northern Irish like slang when we lived in America, because I would have just used American slang. So I feel like when you moved, that was like one thing that you struggled to understand was like...
when I went to work, I couldn't understand anyone for the first few weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't understand a word they're saying.
Because my accent's not very strong. This one might be more difficult. What is your favourite thing about each other? It would have been easier if you asked us what our least favourite thing is about each other, but we'll answer anyway.
What is my favourite thing?
What's your favourite thing about me?
That you're a loving mother.
So nothing to do with me and you, but to do with me is with my kids is whatever.
No, like physical or she is very thoughtful. Jessica is very thoughtful.
That is very true. And my favourite thing about Trent is that he is very hardworking. Oh, okay, I like this one. Kind of similar to the last one, or one of the ones. What are your top 3 favourite UK snacks, top 3 favourite American snacks?
I like those, what's that coconut one?
Trent loves a Bounty.
Bounty.
A Bounty, that's a good one.
And I like those salt and vinegar chips.
Which ones?
Any of them.
Salt and vinegar crisps, okay.
Yeah. And then I like don't really like anything.
You used to like sweet chili, the sensations.
Yeah, but now not since I've had COVID and lost my taste, so it's not really nice anymore.
You don't really eat a lot of
sweets. I like the ice cream there. It's where the dairy's products are better.
Yeah. My top 3 favorite in probably no order would be Maltesers, Galaxy, and a Twirl. I love chocolate. Top 3 favorite American snacks. I know one of mine.
What?
Oreos.
I like Oreos, the mint Oreos, thin ones.
Yeah, they're so good. You don't get thin Oreos in the
I like Flamin' Hot Cheetos too.
No.
But I wouldn't say I would go out of my way to get any snacks here.
The only thing
I just like soda.
Yeah.
Any soda.
Soda and like shakes. I don't like things at the store. I like cookies and cream shakes from Chick-fil-A, and like we like sodas from like Swig and places, and we like crumble, even though we haven't had it this time. I wouldn't say we really crave any American snacks.
Just soda.
Yeah, just really good soda. Okay, I don't understand this one, but we'll see what you think. Someone asked, is Trent the middleman between you and your in-laws?
What does that mean?
I don't know. Isn't everybody the middleman between their in-laws because you're the only reason that you have a connection with them? So,
yeah, I am.
Someone also asked, in relation to in-laws, someone says, how well do you get on with your in-laws? And I'm assuming that's a question for the both of us.
Just fine. Just grand. Just grand.
Yeah. That's all I'm going to say on my end.
She doesn't talk at all. She's a mute when she's here.
Yeah. Oh, this one I thought was funny. I think this is supposed to be an assumption, but someone said, do you not think it's fairly obvious that Trent only worked to get a mortgage and then quit once you got one? There will be consequences for that. I wouldn't be sharing so much.
What does that mean?
They said there'll be consequences because you quit your job just because you got a mortgage.
What are the consequences?
I don't know, because if you can pay your mortgage, I don't understand what the consequences would be. And technically you still worked, what, 4 months after we got a mortgage anyway? I don't know. I thought that was a dumb one, but I just wanted to just address it. I think I've already said that was the case, and I don't think my mortgage company is going to care as long as I can make the payments. So
maybe they will. Who knows?
Maybe they will, and if that's the case, then I'll deal with that at the time. Were your children unplanned?
Maybe they're planned for you. Unplanned for me.
Unplanned for Trent, planned for me. That's true. Oh, and this one's I guess for me. Someone asked me, what am I on contraception? I guess that could be for you too. And the answer,
it says abstinence is contraception, then yes.
And the answer to that is no. I've never gone on contraception after Smith because I just don't think it agrees with my body. When I look back at pictures of when I had contraception before I had Smith, I was like, my face was literally, wasn't it like double the size? It just made me so fat. So I haven't been on any, and I don't plan on it. As Trent says, abstinence is 100% effective. On that topic, these are the other questions that people want to do.
I don't want to, if there's anything dirty in.
People wanted to know, what's your sex life like and what's your favourite sex position? And
I'm not going to answer this question.
No, me neither, but I just think it's funny that A, someone would ask that, B, someone would actually...
It's probably my friends, huh?
Yeah, someone would want to know that. I don't know why you would even want to know that, but yes, I think for my own dignity, the fact my kids could watch this, I'm not going to answer that, but the questions were too funny. I still had to read them out. Okay, let's see.
The answer is any sex position.
Do you think you'll ever move back to America? Dum dum dum. Oh, and on that, someone also said in relation to that, the decision of where to live, America versus Northern Ireland, will be a point of contention in your marriage throughout your life.
How do they know? They know me so well.
Yeah, they know us so well. the thing is, anything can be a contention in your marriage. The fact that your spouse doesn't clean the way you like, the fact your spouse doesn't cook, the fact your spouse...
But it's bigger than that.
Yeah, I know, but there's also smaller things add up to bigger things. So I do think, but also we also were aware that we were from 2 different countries when we met. So I feel like that's our own problem, that's a point of our contention. But back to the question, because we don't want to get an argument here on this video. Do you think you will ever move back to America?
Hopefully. Jessica's hoping not.
I didn't say. I don't truly know. I feel like when we lived in America, I actually did think we were going to live in America for forever, and now we live in Northern Ireland. I feel like we're going to live there for forever, but then in 5 years' time, my mind could change. But as of right now, I'm not planning on, in 2030 we're moving back. This minute, I'm just staying in Northern Ireland and going where the wind takes me. What do you have to say?
Sure.
This is another one in the relation. I don't know, it's funny that these are anonymous questions. Theme of the questions, even though they are anonymous, are all very similar. But it said, what are your thoughts on moving back to the US now that you've been visiting for a few weeks? I feel like that's more geared at me, but it maybe could be to you. I'll answer first and I'll let you think about your answer because you need longer to think. I think being here the last few weeks has actually put me off coming back.
I wonder why.
To be honest, I just feel like now that we're here, I'm reminded of how much I love home. But when we lived here
because you love your mommy.
Yeah, I'm
That's the only reason.
I'm a mommy's girl. If I could, honestly, if I
could bring your mommy anywhere, you would live here.
If I could lift all of my family and place them here, probably not in Colorado, but in America, I probably would stay. There are things I love about Northern Ireland, and that's just like, things here are too convenient. There's too many food options. I feel like you eat out way too much. There's too many, like...
Did you say it's too convenient?
Yeah, it's too convenient to live here. Like, I just don't, you think? It's like, the cities are too big. Everything's just no. I prefer like the small town vibe of like Derry than living here. But I would never live in the West Coast. I know that for sure.
Oh, I would move back tomorrow.
Really?
Oh yeah. But Jessica won't. And that is where compromise is. I would probably move back, yeah.
You'd really move back? I don't know.
I would. But you wouldn't.
No, and I think the kids prefer it at home. And we just bought a house, so we're doing good for the minute. People want to know, tell them a random fact. I feel like they probably know less about me than you, so it'll be a lot easier for you to tell them a random fact than me.
I can click my tongue really loud.
I wonder if that came off. That's more of like a party trick than a random fact. But I guess that works too.
Is
just a random fact about you. There's so many things people wouldn't know about you.
What do they want to know about
Anything,
me?
a random fact.
I don't have anything cool about me.
Just literally a random fact. Doesn't have to be cool, just a random fact.
Toilet paper is empty.
What?
I don't know.
A random fact could literally be that you have one leg longer than the other.
A random fact is I cannot smell.
Yeah, that's true. A random fact that about me, I don't know if people know this, is that I have the world's ugliest knees. Like, my knees are just full of scars. Every time I seem to hurt myself for some reason, it's always on my knees, and I don't know why, but my knees are very ugly, and you'll just have to trust me on that one. Honestly, there might have been more questions. Trent's phone died, so I think it's just going to call it a wrap.
I just really love question and answering sessions.
Trent really just loves to talk. If you didn't gather from this video, it's one of his most favourite things to do. As you can tell, he's definitely the talker of the relationship.
It depends on if we're doing a TikTok dance, I'm all into that.
There you go, you heard it here first. He's into the TikTok dances, he's not into the chatting. So let's request more TikTok dances in the video, and we will keep this piece of clip to always remember. But yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up.
And subscribe. Please subscribe.
I didn't even have
like
to ask him
and
to.
subscribe.
hit the bell notification. I've never said that
Just
before.
like everybody else says on YouTube, so.
But if you did like this video and you want to see more of Trent, then you can give us some ideas down below. And yeah.
You probably don't want to see more of me, though.
No, probably not.